Hello viewer, in this video I'll be explaining how to write a macro to add a worksheet or to delete a worksheet, hide, unhide, and how to change the page setup orientation. And I'll be also explaining what is the active sheet. To get started, just go to the developer. From there, just go to the Visual Basic editor. And from the left panel, just double click on the sheet 1 so that we will be placed into the sheet 1 editor. Here we will write a code for adding a worksheet. So to write any code, any macro, we just need to have a subroutine. So for writing a subroutine, just start with sub and the subroutine name. In this case, I am giving demo worksheets. Here we will be writing a code how to add a worksheet. So to add a worksheet, the syntax will be active workbook dot sheets dot add, and as I pressed spacebar, I am getting certain options of the add method. So these are nothing but before means adding a worksheet before the existing worksheet, after means adding a worksheet after the worksheet, and count means number of worksheets we are going to add. So here I am not giving any option. These all are optional. By default, count will be taken as 1. Now our code is ready. Our macro is ready for adding a worksheet. So go back to the Excel workbook just by pressing Alt plus F11. Now we are back in our workbook, and from here we will run the macro. Now you can see sheet 4 is added before sheet 1. Now we will see how to delete a worksheet. Go back to the Visual Basic editor and just comment the line 1. For commenting line 1, you just need to place a single quote before the line. That means this line will get ignored from executing. Now we will write a code how to delete a sheet. Worksheets sheet 4 dot delete. This is the syntax for deleting a worksheet. So we will run the macro to delete the worksheet. Go back to the workbook and run the macro. Now you can see before deleting the sheet, application is asking me the confirmation that data may exist in sheets selected for deletion. To permanently delete the data, press delete. If I'll click on delete, the sheet 4 will get deleted, and if I'll cancel, it will get cancelled. So I'm just cancelling it so that I can explain you how to avoid this message to get popped up. Just go back to the Visual Basic editor and just add application dot display alert equals to false. This will tell the macro that don't display any confirmation message. Now we will run this macro again. Now you have seen that sheet 4 got deleted without any confirmation message. So this way we can write a code to delete the worksheet from the workbook. Now we will see how to hide or unhide the worksheet. Just go back to the Visual Basic editor and comment this line. Now we will write a code how to hide the worksheet. We are going to hide the worksheet 3. So I'm just giving the worksheet sheet 3 dot visible. This is the command which tells Excel to hide or unhide the sheets. If visible equal to set false, then the sheet will get hide, and if visible is equal to true, then the sheet will get unhide. So I'm just going to hide the sheet. Go back to the Excel workbook and run the macro. Now you see sheet 3 is hidden now. To unhide the sheet 3, again we will make certain changes, like from false to true. This will again get back our sheet 3 from hidden state to unhidden state. So we will run this macro again. Now you can see sheet 3 is in unhide mode. That means we can see the sheet 3 on the worksheet tab bar. So this way we can write a code to hide or unhide worksheets. Now I will show you how to set the page setup orientation. Just go to the Visual Basic editor and comment the visibility option as commented so that it will not get executed. Now we will write a code to change the page setup orientation. So I am going to change the page setup orientation for worksheet 1. This is the code to change the orientation, page setup orientation from portrait to landscape. By default, Excel has the page setup orientation as portrait. Go back to the Excel workbook, run the macro and see the impact. Now you can see the dotted line is placed here. That means the orientation of the sheet 1 has been set by our macro. To check it, just go to the page layout, click on orientation down arrow key, and you will see landscape orientation state is selected. That means our page setup orientation has been changed from portrait to landscape. So this way we can write a macro to change the page setup orientation. Now I'll tell you what is active sheet. Go to the Visual Basic editor, just uncomment and write a new code for making the sheet active. So for making any sheet active or selected, you need to write a code as activate that sheet. So syntax will be sheets, worksheets, sheet 2 dot activate. This is nothing but it is selecting the sheet 2. Now I'll write a code to print this is a test case in cell A1. So I will write the code active sheet dot range A1 dot value equal to, this is the test. Now we will run this code. As you can see, sheet 1 is selected. Once we will run this macro, the sheet 2 will get selected and the text will get printed in cell A1. Now you can see sheet 2 is selected and this is the text is printed in cell A1. So this is the use of active sheet. So now you have learned how to add the worksheet, how to delete the worksheet, how to unhide and hide, how to change the page setup orientation, and what is active sheet. So in my next session, in my next video, I'll be covering more on Excel macro. Thanks.